What's up, party people in the place to be? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement, reporting live and ready. Let's talk about it. You already know what I'm talking about, that Cavaliers game. Now, I said in my last video, I don't really care if they win or lose. I mean, as long as they come out playing, I am happy. And, like I said, they came out playing. Now, the biggest thing is my man D'Angelo Russell didn't make it. I've kind of said it in a couple of my videos before. I think that he's dealing with a knee injury and he's not really telling nobody. And they set him down based on the fact that they want to watch his knees. And that's why you didn't see D'Angelo Russell out there. And I said before that he should play the 2. You know, a lot of D'Angelo Russell fans are going to say, no, Urban, he need to play the point, blah, blah, blah. Brandon Ingram plays the point against the Cavaliers. Now, keep in mind, the Cavaliers is probably, what, the number 1, number 2 with the Warriors. They just flip-flop back and forth. But anyway, they're one of the top elite teams. And I was reading a quote, well, a comment from one of the so-called LeBron James fans. And, you know, a Laker fan was saying that, you know, the Lakers played pretty good against them. And the guy was like, nah, man. LeBron and them they didn't play as hard, you know. They took it easy. Whenever you play a game, to me, personally, whenever you play a game and you playing almost 40 minutes, your starters are playing almost 40 minutes, that's not taking it easy. That's basically you're playing to win that game. If they were taking it easy, they would have just took them out and just let the reserves play or cut back their minutes. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take the Lakers easy because they respect the Lakers. LeBron said in his in one of his comments, you know, when he was when the reporter asked about the Lakers, he said they're a good team. You know, Luke Walton got them guys rolling. They came out shooting extremely well. He gave us a lot of, you know, positive input, which I like. So, you know, I don't feed into fans because fans are just hyped about players. They're not hyped about the team. They're hyped about players, and that's what I call fanboyish. You know what I mean? It don't matter if your player, your idol, can have a bad game or a good game. You're going to talk good about them regardless, and you're going to make excuses about them. See, when you start doing that, it already shows that you're biased and you're not trying to hear nothing, even if it's logically sound. You don't want to hear it. But the Lakers came out and they played real good. I mean, to me, they one thing I said about the Lakers that every first quarter, the starters come out, they come out slow. They play a half-court set. You know, they don't do really no up-tempo type of running. They allow the defense to get set in their defense because you're running half-court set offense, so the defense have enough time to get back and set up their defense. When you're running, you don't give defense enough time to recover. And that's the reason why the Lakers are getting killed in the interior, because when teams run, the Lakers don't have enough time to recover on defense. When they run half-court sets, the Lakers play much better defensive-wise. But when teams are running on them, they don't get back quick enough to set up. So the Lakers, they were running. They got Cleveland off guard the first quarter. And this is why I say that D'Angelo Russell needs to play the 2. Brandon Ingram was put in as a point this game against an elitist team, and what does he does? The dude almost had a triple-double. That's why I don't be hard on Brandon Ingram. You know, for all y'all keep saying that I should be hard on Brandon Ingram, no. I am very logical about what I do when I make critiquing players. I look at stats, I look at their games, I observe, I look at from a non-biased standpoint, and I don't really care about what people say in the comment section. I'll just be honest with you guys. I respect your opinion, but sometimes your opinion is flawed. You know what I mean? Because anytime you throw out an opinion, 9 times out of 10, I can throw a fact in there to really bust the opinion. And I'm not trying to be like I'm some type of elitist type of, you know, observist or, you know, a person who think they're better than anybody else. I just look at it from a non-biased standpoint. I don't, like I said, I tell y'all before, Nance and Jordan Clarkson are my favorite 2 players. But if I see them guys looking like trash, I'm going to call them out. So I'm not going to idolize them. I just like their way of playing. But I'm going to call them out when they do poor things. And I do call out Jordan Clarkson a lot. You know, and I did say at one point in time that Jordan Clarkson should be the point. Now, to basically break down what I mean by that. When I say I want Jordan Clarkson to be the point, only for defensive purposes, because he's much more faster than D'Angelo Russell. And when D'Angelo Russell is chasing around these point guards, it tires him out on the offensive side. Whereas his ability to score becomes lack thereof. And, you know, the non-D'Angelo Russell fans are going to be like, see, I told you, he sucks. He's not about nothing. He's garbage. Get rid of him. It's because if you play basketball, you understand the dynamics of playing basketball. If you are defending, you're chasing a top guard around for 30-something minutes. You tired, you worn out. When you get on the offense, you too worn out to even try to score, and you look flat. And that's what people fail to realize. That's why I say D'Angelo Russell should play the 2, because it takes away his ability to be who he wanted to be. And I think that, but I'm going to go back to something real quick, and I'm going to talk about Brandon Ingram. So Brandon Ingram comes in. He comes in, he plays the point. The guy has 9 assists. 9 assists. First time playing point, 9 assists. How many turnovers he have? 2. Brandon Ingram reminds me so much of Magic Johnson. I don't talk about the flashy passes and all that. I'm talking about the height where he comes in, he's real unselfish. He get other people involved. He does that a lot. The dude had 10 boards, 9 assists. He only had 2 turnovers, 9 points. But he made Julius Randle look good, 16 points. Lou Dang look good. Luol Deng look good, 15 points. Nick Young, I don't like this guy. I don't freaking 32 points. On 12 for 19% shooting. 12 for 19. He made him look good. It wasn't about Brandon Ingram. It was more about the guys around him. The only one that didn't really contribute to that starting 5 was Miles. He just, I don't know, man. To me, like I said, I wasn't a real big Miles fan, when they picked him up. I mean, you would see my video when I went on a drunken rant about Miles. But I respect Miles because he at least tries. Now, the thing is, at the end of the day is, and I'm going to get on, like I said, I got a couple videos that come out. I've just been real busy doing other things, in my personal life. But I got a couple videos. I'm dropping one about Miles, one about D'Angelo Russell, where I really want him to play the 2, and now it's Brandon Ingram, because I really want to talk to you guys about a lot of things, but I take up too much time. 15 minutes is not good enough for me. This is a platform where I love to talk. But anyway, Brandon comes in, he plays the point. Look what they did when he played the point against a top elitist team. They actually in the first quarter were actually beating Cleveland. They were running the ball. People were getting set up in their spots to open up, man. When you got a real point guard or somebody who dishes the ball out at the right time, the right moment, and don't get me wrong, Brandon Ingram does make turnovers sometimes. He forced a lot of passes, but this game he looked at freaking poised. He looked at good. He looked at freaking good. I don't care what nobody say. You can look at his field goals and say, yeah, he was 4 for 10, Urban. Yeah, but he got everybody else involved. And the guy did other things. He played good defense. Kyrie Irving's going to break you down regardless. Kyrie Irving, is one of the top 5 point guards. Ain't nobody stopping him. You can put whoever you want on this team on him defensive-wise, and he's going to blow past him. I don't care who it is, man. So I'm not even going to worry about that. We already know we need to work on defense. The perimeter defense and the interior defense. They had a couple breakdowns, where I really think, and I'm going to get back to him because I don't want to keep jumping around, but Ingram played freaking good. And this is the main reason why I say at the end of the day that D'Angelo Russell should play the 2. And people keep saying, Urban, he's a point guard, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if he's a point guard, where are the assists? People say, oh, well, he turns the ball over, or not turn, I'm sorry. They'll say, well, the other players, when he passed the rock to them, they don't look, or they turn it over, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I understand that. But at the end of the day, you out there for 25, 30 minutes, whatever it may be, at least have 5 assists. Do something. You know what I mean? Like I said before, D'Angelo Russell doesn't run tempo type of offense. If they run, he'll stop at the perimeter and then kick it out to Julius Randle. And Julius Randle will sit up there and dribble the ball at the top of the key, and he basically make a play for himself. To me, it's like you allowing the defense to set up. That's why the starters have a problem of scoring so hard, is because they allow the opponent's defense to set up. Because they run that half-court offense. When they out on a break, they will stop at the perimeter. And I see it a lot with D'Angelo Russell. He'll stop at the perimeter, you know what I mean? And he'll kick it out Julius Randle. Then Julius Randle do all the little, whatever he's doing with the dribbling. And then he'll go even drive to the paint and force up something or kick it out to somebody where, now the guy got to get a desperation 3 off. It just don't look fluid with that first unit. But Brandon will come in, he plays the point. Look what they do against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He made all them guys look good around him. And I don't care what you guys say. Like I said, if you ain't see that, then you just basically being biased, man. You're just going to make excuses for D'Angelo Russell. That's the whole thing I got to say in a nutshell. You're going to make excuses for D'Angelo Russell. Am I saying D'Angelo Russell bad? No. Please do not misquote what I said. He got to play the 2. If you think about it, I said Brandon Ingram should be starting. Luol Deng starting to play pretty good. Luol Deng should move to the bench. I know he's making 70-something million for 4 years, but he should move to the bench. Brandon Ingram can come in, he can play either the point or he can play the 3. Nick Young can either play the 2 or the 3. I'd rather see Nick Young play the 2. Because him chasing around them guards, Nick Young is old. And I'm not saying he's a bad defender. He's playing pretty good. But I think Nick Young probably played better against some of the small forwards, depending on the matchup. Now, I know he can better stick LeBron James. LeBron James, as you see what happened to him, LeBron James and that dude flying, like Superman just punched somebody. They went through a couple walls. But it all depends on the matchup. Brandon can still play the 3 or the 2 or the point. They can match it around with those 3. D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, and Nick Young. That way, Brandon Ingram could be the point forward or the point guard or the whatever you want to call him, and he can bring the ball down and set up Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell, because the up tempo will be much more better for them, because Brandon Ingram can run that tempo type of play, and D'Angelo Russell can stop at the perimeter if he wants to, and Brandon Ingram can find him, and then it'll make it easier, and he'll have a high percentage shot when nobody actually sticking him. If you watch some of the opponents that the Lakers play, that's all they do. You know what I mean? All they do is drop the ball down low. It's like they know what the Lakers going to do. You drop the ball down low to the defender, or the offender, whoever basically on that team, the center, whatever. And as soon as the Lakers double up on that guy, all the perimeter players are sitting right there waiting to shoot a three. That's all the Lakers got to do. You know what I mean? If they sit back and just watch and observe how some of these other players are playing, the Lakers can do the exact same thing. I was happy about them, the way they play. I love it. And I know, like I said, I know D'Angelo Russell's knees are hurting. I hope that he gets well. I hope this don't become a nag injury that's going to nag him for the rest of his career, because that's going to be bad on him. Because if that becomes a problem, I hate to say it, but you're going to be seeing this guy coming off the bench. So I'm hoping that it's just a temporary problem with his knees, not something that's going to be an ongoing situation. I hope that he don't wind up being like the guy from Portland. I'm not going to say the guy's name because I try not to give other guys credit, but it is. It's like I'm just joking. But anyway, Larry Nance didn't do too much. We played pretty good defense. Larry Nance played pretty good defense. Jordan Clarkson had a good game off the bench. Lou Williams didn't do too much, and it's expected. The guy be averaging 20, 30, you know what I mean? So you're going to have one game where you didn't do anything. But, he only played 27 minutes. But it's still good. The Lakers played pretty good. Miles is like the only X factor right now that didn't really do too much to me. They went small. I liked it. I like that they went small. They didn't bring in Robinson. They didn't bring in Metal Reprise. They didn't bring in Zublock. They didn't bring in Black. They didn't bring in Hurtis. They went small, rotation-wise. I love it. That's why I said before, the Lakers do not have to bring in all those guys. They don't have to do that. But I still think that at the end of the day, if you're not going to use Mozgov, I'm ready to ship Mozgov out. Because if you're bringing him in and he's making $14 million a year, you're not going to utilize him. You're only giving him like 12 minutes, 14 minutes, 20 minutes. Why even have him on the team? I'm just being honest with you. The Lakers really need an athletic big, somebody that can run up and down that floor, that can get back on defense and also finish. If you notice, the Lakers don't even throw Miles that many lobs because he can't get up. I'm just calling it for what it is. He can't get up, and if you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you people. But he can't get up. So anyway, it is what it is. Like I said before, the Lakers still play good against Cleveland. LeBron and them, like I said, you can't stop them guys. The Lakers stayed in that game the whole time. It was up and down seesaw battle. The Lakers, like I said, the Lakers are a pretty good team, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Brandon Ingram. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not being hard on him. I know he's a rookie, and everybody keeps saying, well, you got picked the second, he was the second round pick. He was the second overall pick. He should be playing better, Urban. Like I said before, if you look at the draft, you tell me right now who in the draft out of that class is actually doing good. I'll wait. You know what I mean? So you got what you basically pick the best person out of the draft, and that's the way it works, and you build them up. So Brandon Ingram know what he need to work on. The coaching staff and the physical trainers, all of them, they know what Brandon Ingram needs to work on. I'm happy. I'm excited. They played pretty good. It was a loss, but I'll take this loss because they came out with fire, and they still could have won this game. That's the crazy part. They really could have won this game, but lack of defense. That's the biggest problem that's hurting the Lakers, is the lack of defense and interior presence. If we had a good interior defender, the Lakers wouldn't have to be so cautious, always helping Miles out. They would actually can play their man, because the interior defender, they ain't got to worry about going and helping him because he's a good defender. Miles is not that. He's an average defender, and that's why the Lakers got to keep going down and helping him, because he doesn't do it. But I said before, you got to let Miles play. Regardless if he's getting beat, you got to let him play it. Don't keep doubling up, helping him out. Y'all, it's too many of y'all going down there because of lack of communication. It's like 2 or 3 of y'all, and the perimeter is wide open for easy threes. So you got to trust in Miles. Let him get beat if he get beat. But at the end of the day, let the dude play his opponent. He's going to play pretty good. But they got to let Miles play. Simple as that. Miles, he did pretty good physically wise. He hovered the paint in the first quarter. But like I said, I need to play 15 minutes with the brother. So if you're not going to use him, you should be looking to make a move and get rid of him. Remember, Noel's looking to get out of Philly. And Philly right now, they don't need none of our players. You know what I mean? Shucks, give him a couple draft pick and throw Miles down there. I don't give a 2 cents. Throw Miles down there. Send Metal World Peace down there with him. And Robinson. Send all them guys. Send Robinson down there too, because you got Tara Black. So send Robinson down there. Send Metal World Peace, Robinson, Miles, a draft pick. Send Calderon. Just send them all down there for Noel, so we can get somebody to run down the floor with the Lakers. Anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you like about that game against Cleveland. You guys have a blessed day. Be safe out there, and I love y'all. Take care, and you know the deal, baby.